Handbook for the New Paradigm. Introduction Part 7. Around the World in 80 Days was a marvelously funny satire on good and evil in competition. Don't we wish that the same scenario in one's own reality could be as carefree and funny with all the pratfalls and hair-raising potentially dangerous scenes? You can rest assured that the observers of the play upon the stage of planet Earth are not laughing at the similar scenes as they pass through your manifested reality. Instead, they watch through detached wisdom, knowing that the ending will be a positive one, but with concern for how many awareness points shall move with the ascending transformation process and how many will be left behind to be shepherded through the process of another opportunity. It shall be a great relief to these when the Earth experience in this particular point of focus will have been completed. Just how it shall all come together has become of major interest, for indeed you have created your own grand and spectacular stage play. The storyline is quite unique, something like the perils of Pauline of the Galaxy. It is noted that the terms of universe and galaxy are tossed about with abandon, and you find yourself puzzled in attempting to correlate these into a meaningful third-dimensional understanding. In truth, this is not quite possible, but we shall make an attempt at doing so. Galaxy refers to the flow of manifested reality around a center of focus. Universe refers to the focused intent of coagulation of energy that in your terminology lies behind and supports this manifested reality. There are universal laws that allow for the creation and maintenance of this galaxy. Since you are part of this galaxy, you have named Milky Way, then if you are to experience in harmony within it, you must live within these laws. In this case, you are like children playing pin the tail on the donkey, for these laws have been withheld from you and you are left to discover them by trial and error. Right now, you are far into the error process. Is this how it has been ordained for you to learn them? Indeed not. The blindfold has been deliberately placed upon you and you have been fooled into thinking that you have no right to remove it. The blindfold is the game of deception in which you are enticed to look where the magician deliberately presents action for you to watch while he supports it with motions you do not perceive. Your attention is focused on what you think is the only action. Fortunately, not all the audience is fooled. They watch you and wonder why you do not see the process the magician uses. The fact is, they wonder why you are now at a stage where you only perceive his spotlighted action and do not even see the magician. You are so mesmerized that indeed the supporting motions to the actions are no longer even hidden. They proceed all around him on the stage and still you see none of them. How is this possible? By hypnotizing the conscious mind. Luckily, there is another part of the mind that is beyond this conscious thinking. Your psychologists call it your subconscious mind. They have painted it as holding your perception of life hostage because it is full of dark, horrible experiences perpetrated on you by well-meaning but abusive parents. As a result, you fear it and block it from participating in your experience of life. Why is the word life capitalized? Because that is the purpose of your experience on this planet. You are alive, that is aware of experiencing this life energy moving through you and played out on the screen of your observing ego mind. Ah, the ego, the devil of your existence, or so you have been led to believe. Anyone acting in a pushy manner is being egotistical. His ego has him by the necktie and is causing him to misbehave according to the imposed social norms. He is controlled by his evil subconscious acting out through his ego, and he must be brought down a peg and that awful ego humbled into compliance. The successful businessman is successful because his inflated ego runs amok over others and snatches success from the hands of the deserving underlings, etc., etc. Need I go on painting this picture of sleight of mind? What then is the true picture? If there is no ego, there will be no awareness of the manifested experience. The ego is your tape recorder. It is the observer of your thoughts, wants, needs and desires. It takes these thoughts in a type of robotic-focused format, and this allows them to manifest into circumstances and situations that create your experience. It literally filters your thoughts, feelings and desires and causes them to coalesce into manifested experience. It is a process, not an entity. It is a process over which you have complete control, if you can take charge of thoughts, feelings, and desires and actively direct them toward what you want to experience. These thoughts must be relatively depictive. For example, If you simply focus on change, then expect chaos within your life, for that will be the change you create until you decide upon some more precise idea of what you want in your experience. The process of how this works involves a universal law called attraction. Once an idea is formed with the positive understanding that it is possible, then the ego holds this picture and completes the process through positive-negative polarity energy. Through the action of the law of attraction and the malleable nature of the potential of an idea actually coming into your experience, it does. Since instant manifestation of ideas on this planet at the moment is very difficult, the ego incorporates the process within your supporting idea of time. If you are unable to remain focused on your desire of a certain experience, then oftentimes you deny yourself that desired experience. There is a comment in your Bible regarding praying amiss. Since that which you refer to as God is creative in nature, whenever you are focusing your desire in a sincere manner for an experience, then you are in constant prayer, for you are within this creative, expansive expression that originates within the source of your existence. But, what if you are asking for something that would cause problems for someone else? The law works. But, there is an effect for that which you have caused. As noted above, you are using the universal law of attraction, and its process involves like energy attracting more like energy. If you cause a problem for someone else as a purposeful use of this law, then what you create for someone else, you also will experience. It is like two sides of the same coin. One is presented to the other person and one is presented to you. If you are serious in attempting to understand this law, then if you dare, look at the events that you have already experienced and you will see that this has been the case many times. When you have wished a blessing for someone else, you also experienced one, not in exactly the same way, but in something of meaning that came within your life. Consider also difficulties. I believe there is a reference in the Bible that instructs you to put a guard on your mouth, for the words including thoughts that come forth do not return to you empty. In utilizing this understanding, you must hold the desire steadily within your consciousness. If you err in desire by wishing to create a problem in the life of another, you have time early in the process in which to reconsider and to withdraw the focus of that intent. Then it will not manifest for them to experience. Emotion, strong feelings, can increase the potential of manifestation and hurry the process, whether it is for your own good experience or for another one. The opposite is also true. It is time for the entertainment portion of this purposefully written portion of the play, and the distraction of your attention from your purpose for being within this experience on planet Earth to end. Now you must decide whether to take back your power, remove the blindfold of your own volition, or wait until it's removed for you. The picture will be even more shocking if you wait, for you will be totally unprepared for the scene planned for you to view. There is little time remaining for you to make your decision. The glitzy world you are living within is an illusion. Behind its facade is another one that plays out a game of power that requires your total cooperation, and the giving over of your creative power willingly by overwhelming your sense of possessing any personal power whatever. Example: but, what can one person do? Sound familiar? Answer: more than you can possibly imagine, but first you must realize that you have the power.